All right, girl. So for your downs, oh, off. I mean down. Oh, that's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I can't use down. I'm gonna use. Hold on, I gotta think about a word. Why don't I just use booger? Because it's not a word that you can use for anything, right? So for downs, right? You got your food. You're gonna go sit. Good. Hey. Uh-uh. Collar's super loose. Look, you don't need food for that. All right. So usually you're gonna go in a. What you got going on right there? You got an extra toe? Huh? Is that an extra toe, you weirdo? Or you got something on your foot? Let me see. You got an extra toenail? Or is that? What is that? That looks weird. I'll have to look at it when she's more calm. Dude, I thought you were gonna be relaxed after. So, anyways, down. Just like with your stays, a bed will help you for a couple reasons. Your little squatty guys sometimes have a hard time going into down, right? So you're gonna get them. Come here. Or you can just use your blanket that you're gonna use, right? You're gonna go up, and you're gonna get a sit. Good. Then you're gonna lure straight down. You're gonna go straight down and then out, right? Sit. She needs work on going back into sit. So it's straight down to their paws and out when you get close. It looks super easy because she already knows it, right? Ready? Sit. Good. So what you're doing is you have your food and you're going down and out. So you're making like an L, right? So sometimes, right? So once you start getting that pretty regular, so your first ones are going to be really hard, right? You're going to have to go you're going to have to be real patient, and you don't want to go fast. You want to go nice and slow at the start, because if you go too fast like this, like with her, I can go fast because she already knows it, right? If you go too fast at the start, right? If you go too fast at the start like this, you're probably going to lose them. I tend to do that a lot. Ready? She's looking for the hot dog. Ready? So you're going to go up and sit, and then you use your word, booger. Good. Right? So you have the verbal, then the physical. Once they're following the physical cue, then you add the verbal, right? So it goes verbal, physical cue. Ready? Break. Good. Up. You go sit. Booger. Physical cue. Good. Mark reward. Break. So the other part, so I want to try to get her to stand up here. I want her standing. Good. No, stand. This part might be hard. I want to show you. So where beds help you sometimes with the squatty guys, here, is you can go under, right? So what happened, right? So see, we just did it from a stand. Break. It's more natural for them to sit and then down, but with these guys, we like to do it from a stand. I usually do it from a stand or a sit with all of them anyways, if they'll do it. But if they're not going down, you can put your hand farther, right? So see how she's standing up? You put your hand farther and you just hold it. And eventually, right, so this is harder for her. She's trying to get the food. You can help them out. Good, right? So usually they're trying to get the food, and if you have to help them out, it's just a tap on the butt, right? Break. Good. So that's method 2, right? That's if you're having, usually the squatty leg guys, you get your hand a little bit under here, like I had it way down, right? So it's the same thing. You get them into the food, and then the hand comes right here, right? Ready? Stand. A lot of times you can go into them, put your foot, make them pop up, break, right? And then the other one, this one I might not be. Joke. What you doing, crazy girl? So the other one is the grab and scoop, right? So you get them up, and you go sit. You grab the collar. Here, sit up, sit. Ooh, freebie. Sit. So if you're having a hard time, if both of those don't work, then you put your thumb in the collar. Here, sit up. Get a sit. Right, you put your thumb in the collar just like this. Good girl. And then you take this foot, and a lot of times they don't like it, but you just swap it. Right, sit, and you swipe it. Good. Then once you get there, you hold the collar. Right. You're not really holding them down. You're just trying to hold the collar so they can't get back up. Mark and reward it. Ready? Break. Break. Good girl. So let me see if I can show you that again. You're having a hard time, right? They're not following the lure. They're not following the below the bed. Sit. Good. Here. Come on. Sit up. She likes to default into that down, doesn't she? She's in a sit. You get the collar, and you just swoop. Good. And you can just use affection. Good girl. And you want to be calm with this. You don't want to be like, oh, good boys. Good. Look at all that hair, girl. Break. So that's your 3 strategies, right? The other one is, if they're just laying around, let's see if they're capturing, right? Capturing is super hard. So that's luring, shaping, and shaping is when you do this, right? You can go sit, and say you get to like right there, and that's all you're getting, and they're consistently getting back up. You can reward right there, and then the next time you would reward more, and the next time you would reward more. Break. Good girl. Right? So then the next one is, the other way is capturing. And this would be like when they just offer it. You would name it when she just does it. Let's see if she gets up here. So, say she goes into a down. This is a hard one because he's got to do it naturally, right? Good. Sit. So say he's in front of the couch. Let's see if I can entice her just by moving. So say he's sitting in front of the couch like this, and then he starts to go into a down. That's when you would go down. Right? Oops, I should be saying booger because her down is to get off. Hey, down. Good. Right? So, in other words, he's sitting, all of a sudden he gets bored. Girl, come here. And he starts to lay down, you capture it by going, when he starts doing the behavior, you use your word, and then he does it, you say, good. So I call it stealing. You're stealing it, right? Because he's already offering it, but the real word is capturing. I just like to say stealing it, because I'm dumb. I like to make up my own stuff. Oh, girl. What's next? I think I covered everything, right? I almost forgot shaping, but I got it. So there's multiple strategies, right? Right. So the grab and swoop, the collar grab and swoop, that's kind of technically negative reinforcement, I think, because you're using spatial pressure to get in his way, to get the behavior you want. And the pressure goes away as soon as he's done, right? So that's negative reinforcement. And you would then mark and reward, so that's positive reinforcement. A lot of times, I've found that the combination of negative and positive reinforcement together kicks it in a lot faster, if they're having problems with the lure, right? So if I've tried like a little bit of shaping, if I've tried a few luring, and I've done some shaping, and again, it's usually those little squatty leg guys, right? So like right now, you would use your word, because he's almost lying down. What's up, girl? You little ratchet. What you want to do, hill drills? It's too long. Bunch of strategies to get there. They all work. It's all good. No big deal. Hi, sweet thing.